show you what's in my doula bag. Let's just start with the bag itself. I got this on Amazon. The design, I mean, I just like everything black, white, and gold. So that's why I went with this. And there's a pocket on the outside here. You can not really put too much in there, but there's a little bit of space, about the size of your hand. And then of course it just has the two handles here that snap together. And on the other side, there's a larger, let me open this. There's a larger compartment. As you can see, it opens like all the way, and you can fit a lot of stuff in here, but not too much, obviously, because if it's too bulky, it won't close. And then the main compartment here in the center, where there is compartments on the inside, and I'll show you that once I empty out the bag. But before I do that, I do want to show you that, like I mentioned, I wanted to not always have to carry it, so this bag does also have wheels. It opens, so that's convenient. And I don't know, I just think that maybe you don't need this big of a bag. I know that there are some doulas that feel like, I don't need all of that stuff, I'm just there to support the mother. And that's great, and every doula is different, every birth is different, every mother's desires of what she wants in the room is different. I just like to be extra prepared because that's just who I am as a person. But of course you can use anything that you want. So yeah, I'll leave the link in the description of where I got this bag. Again, it was Amazon, and they have different designs, so you can get this exact same bag but in different designs. So yeah, let's just get right into what's inside my bag. Hey guys, so I brought the video inside because the lighting outside was not that great, and I just felt like it would be better if the items were more up close so that you can see all of them. So I'm gonna start with the items that I have in my doula bag that are specifically for everything that's not comforting measure. I have a baby on board pen, and the next thing that I have in my bag that is something I think everyone should have on hand is their business cards. So these are mine, and when I ship out a product, or if I'm meeting with a new client, or a meeting in a doctor's office, or just anywhere where I feel like I would need to have my business cards, I have this in my purse, but I also have one in my doula bag. So that's very important to just have on hand. I usually have a folder. The folder varies depending on the client. It's not the same folder. My last client information I have here, but basically this is just all of their intake information. So this is, you know, like when I met with them, and, you know, just a reminder of like when their due date was. It also has their birth plan inside, so I usually make a couple of copies of that, one for myself, one for the birthing staff. Although I have a Google Docs and my share drive in my phone, I still just prefer to have paper copy in the event that, like, you know, something's wrong with the phone, I can still get to the birth plan. And although the mother and I would have already gone over that, like I said, the birthing staff would need a copy, or you should be providing them with a copy. Something else I have in the bag is some cards for the mother once they give birth. Now, I don't fill this out ahead of time because I think the birthing experience is personal, and you want to maybe include things from the birth in the card, and just overall thanking them for allowing you to be in that space with them during that time. And so I just keep a few on hand. I just get these at like a Dollar Tree, or wherever you see cards that you know they speak to you, pick them up. I just happened to get a few of them from the Dollar Tree when I went, because I did get a lot of the stuff that I'm going to show you today at the Dollar Tree. Would be a notebook, and this notebook you can write down people's names, whoever comes in and out of the room. You can write down you know, different stats or something, maybe the mom wants you to keep record of something, just having paper and pen on hand is always important, I think. I got these again at the Dollar Tree. And the births that that are taking place in a hospital, they have these white boards that you can write on, and so I have some dry erase pens. I also got these at the Dollar Tree. Sometimes they don't have them in the rooms, or sometimes they're not working for whatever reason. The mom wants you to write something, or you know, the nurse needs to borrow it or something. Like, I just have them on hand. I'm a little extra prepared. Not every doula is going to have everything that I'm going to show you today, and I don't have everything that, you know, some doulas have, because I just put in the bag what I felt would best help me do my job and would best support the mothers that I'm supporting. Some snacks. You know, you may not always be able to leave and go and, you know, do something to hydrate or whatever, like outside of the room. I will say this, you may be able to, as far as like stepping out for a few seconds, but going all the way down to a cafeteria or going out to, you know, a gas station or something to get something, you don't want to be gone for too long. But I have some fruit snacks, just some granola bars, doesn't matter the brand, you know, this is just whatever you like to snack on. Some nuts maybe, whatever you think would just give you like a quick boost if you needed it, if you were hours out from having your last meal. Another thing is a bottle of water to stay hydrated. Now, typically I may put more than one in my bag, but also something that I don't have today that I do have at my births is like a Starbucks refresher, because that is really like a big pick-me-up. Your change of clothes. Someone told me recently, you know, you're trying to create a warming space for the family, and you don't want to seem maybe morbid or anything, and wearing all black is, you know, the energy behind that. I don't know, I guess that's just you know, a reference of opinion. I personally don't think that that affects how the overall experience will be for a mother or a family, in my opinion. But, you know, just a change of clothes, make sure it's comfortable, make sure whatever you're going there in is comfortable. A lot of women will be told that they're only allowed to have water or ice chips or ice and water, and if they're also being told that, they're also probably being told that they have to lay on their back, and maybe they just had an epidural. For whatever the reason, if a mother is having contractions, whatever stops her from being able to have her head available to drink something, they give you cups of water, but I just also like to bring straws. So the straws, I think, like, well, they bend, so I think that it's helpful. It's one of those things that you don't think you need in the moment. It definitely came in handy during my last birth. The mother definitely needed these straws. The Labor Lab book. Now, Labor Lab, I saw this in like a doula Facebook group, and there's also like those printable ones that I've seen. The printable ones, I'm gonna be honest with you, I paid for them. It never worked. I downloaded it and tried it from several options, my computer, my work computer, my cell phone. It just was never downloading. And when I contacted the person about this, they tried fixing it. I will give her that. She definitely tried, but I don't know if it was an issue on my end or what, but I paid for something and it just, I never was able to use it. In my doula training class, however, she had copies of some of the things that I had initially paid for, but she didn't have all of them. So I downloaded them from the share drive that my trainer had, and I have been able to, like, you know, reference them, but I think what has been most helpful to me was Labor Lab, because it has so many different things about calming someone, and comfort measures, and, you know, different positions in labor. And it's something that it's all in one book. I don't have to flip through pages, and it just tells you like the advantages and how to do and the disadvantages of different positions. So as you can see here, there is standing, there's also maybe the car ride and how you can make the car ride more convenient, leaning forward, and then it goes into like the other positions once you're like maybe at the home or at the hospital or birthing center, how to alleviate, you know, back pain, words of encouragement. You know, it's just a really helpful book. And if you can't remember something in the moment and you're a new doula, it's just helpful. It also has like massage techniques and different aromatherapies and what certain scents can be helpful for. Maybe your mother is feeling nauseous, but it also has, like, if you have a birthing ball or the mother has a birthing ball, it also has like helpful positions to help the mother get into, and it also gives you a full thing about, you know, how to use a Rebozo and what positions can best support the mother, and during the different stages of labor. So yeah, if you don't have a Labor Lab book, definitely get one. I purchased it and received it, I think, in less than a week. So I will put the link of how to purchase Labor Lab down in the description below. The tennis balls. Now, I just got a pack of 3 on Amazon. You can get them at Walmart, Target, wherever locally you can get tennis balls. You know, if you're able to pick these items up, great. The thing is, I purchased most of my items on Amazon because I lived in New York, and where I lived, it was quite far to get to any stores that would have things like the things that I purchased, and I'm quite certain that they would have been more expensive. But in any case, the tennis balls are really great, especially if they're having back pain. You could just roll it on their back. It's definitely helpful for pain relief in your lower back. You can also, the thing about being a doula is you're not just there for the mother, that is your primary concern, but you're also there to support her support. So if she has a partner who is there and present during the labor, and you want to help them help her, hand them a tennis ball, show them, you know, just rolling on her back. It also gives you a moment to step back and just, you know, like let the situation play out intimately between the two of them. Yeah, and you know, who knows, maybe the mom might fall asleep. I did have that happen when I was using the tennis ball. Another thing is heat. Now, I got this fan on Amazon. I will say I didn't know how to make it work at first. I even called for some help. I later found out that there's like a little thing that you pull inside of the battery. But yeah, it was difficult to start at first, but it does work. I got this on Amazon, and I put the link in the description. It has 3 different settings. And so if a mother is laying down, you can like place it somewhere and it's blowing on her. You can also just stand over her and just kind of, you know, go back and forth with it. Again, she may fall asleep. It may be, you know, she's overheated, you're giving her some water, you're using the straws, everything that you could do to make her comfortable. This can be used, I would say, best in early stages of labor. You can, if you want, to put it in your freezer and just have it on hand to be cold, and then put it in the freezer when you first arrive to maybe their home, or if you're going straight to the hospital, you know, directly putting it on them, not directly putting the actual, I think they call this like a rice bag or something. I'm not even sure, I can't remember. I'll put it in the description below because I also got this on Amazon. But you can wrap it in a towel. If it's cold, put it directly on them. You can also, when it's not cold, once it's cooled down, you can also put it in the microwave. If you are still in the early stages of labor and you're at their house, you can put it in the microwave and just, you know, place it on their back to alleviate some of that pain, or place it, you know, on their lower abdomen. Another thing is, if you're going to use one of these, wrap it in something so that it can be reusable, and it's not something that, you know, once it has somebody's bodily fluids of sweat on it, you have to just give it to them. The best option is to, once you have it in the microwave or have it in the freezer, you're wrapping it in a towel as well. But it is a great comfort measure because, you know, the hot and cold, whatever they may need in that moment. Love, love, love is the Rebozo. Now, like I was mentioning in Labor Lab, the Rebozo, it's a long piece of fabric said to originate in Mexico, and I don't know that this piece of fabric is authentically Mexican made. I know that I purchased it on Amazon, and I'll put the link in the description below. There were several different designs. You could pick whatever one you think you like, because at the end of the day, it's one that you're going to be having all the time. There are several techniques of what you can do with the Rebozo. I'm not going to show all of them in this video. In fact, I'm not going to show any in this video because I don't have someone to demonstrate them on. But you can wrap this around the lower abdomen of a mother. Maybe she's on all fours, and you could just rock the Rebozo back and forth, where it's rocking her hips back and forth, just, you know, getting her into position. She can also, you know, tie this into a door at the very top and then just be pulling down on the Rebozo. Going back to partnership, you can wrap this around the partner's neck and just kind of have her, you know, pulling. I would recommend having it like here so it's not directly on their neck. So yeah, there's several different options with the Rebozo, and it can come in handy depending on the mother. It's good to have the consult before actually meeting the client for several reasons, but one of those reasons is finding out what kind of techniques that you think would be helpful for them during labor. And if this is their first time in labor, maybe they don't know. Explaining different techniques and what they could be used for. If you're in their home, you can, you know, show them. You can also recommend YouTube videos to them, and then you can also maybe show them your Labor Lab if you have that, so that they can get a visualization. Some of these techniques, you know, like I said, maybe they're not familiar with. The next thing that I have is, I think this is like a garden mat. Now, I also got it on Amazon, but I'm quite certain that it is if you're gardening. But it was helpful when a mother was on all fours and she wanted to stay down there because it was comfortable for her, but her knees were hurting. So I just have one at the bottom of my bag. Yeah, I mean, you can get it on Amazon. You could probably buy it in the store. The only thing that I would say, like, you can't get in the store that I have, that I'm going to show you today, is probably just the Rebozo. Everything else, if you have a store to go to, or if you already have these items on hand, great. I just happened to, like I said, live in New York at the time, and I just bought everything on Amazon that I didn't get in Dollar Tree. So this is a mirror that you can get at Dollar Tree. I think I did get this one at Dollar Tree. I'm quite certain I didn't buy this at Amazon. I think this was from Dollar Tree. And even if it wasn't, you can get yours from Dollar Tree because I've seen them there. The mirror is so that a mother can maybe see her baby crowning, if that's something that she wants, you know, or she wants to see something somewhere, I don't know. In any case, the mirror is just helpful for that. Not everything that you have in your doula bag you're going to use on every birth, and not everything that you have you're ever going to use, but just to have it on hand, maybe, you know, it's good. I personally like to be over prepared. So like I said before, some things I have in my bag, some people may not feel like is necessary to have in their bag. I've seen people that have bags that are literally smaller than a backpack with very minimal things, but they're there to support the mother. And you know, I've also heard our ancestors didn't have all of these things that you're pulling out, and you're absolutely right, they didn't. I just think that with what we do currently have accessible to us, whatever we could do to best support a mother, I want to have in the bag. The next thing is the Bluetooth. So I got this on Amazon. It's really cute, sleek, small little Bluetooth. And I personally have a playlist. If you guys want me to share my playlist for birthing, laboring positions, and just being in the moment with the mother, I have, I think, over 8 hours worth, maybe over 6 hours worth of songs in a playlist that are soothing and relaxing, that you can use with your client, or if you are a mother who's pregnant, you can use when you're in labor. But if you want me to share my playlist, please let me know. I'll do that in the next video, or maybe I'll attach it to this video later on. But yeah, I got this Bluetooth on Amazon. It was amazing. It lasted for several hours. I would say this, with the fan and with the Bluetooth, I also have the chargers for those items. And if you're not currently at a birth, you should be making sure that these items are fully charged, because you don't want them to go out when you're in the middle of supporting a mother. And although these items are not necessary, they were indeed very helpful. So the next thing that I have is my cell phone charger and headphones. Next thing is honey sticks. So the honey sticks I did get from Amazon. The honey sticks I did not use in my last birth, but the honey sticks I hear are really good as a pick-me-up, especially when you're in labor and it's not water and it's something that tastes good. And if the mother is into honey, great. You can, you know, offer her some honey sticks. I have 100, I think. How many is in this bag? I don't know. But I have several honey sticks. Again, like I said, the last mother didn't use them. I will obviously not get them again if I go a year without, because this has a year expiration, I think. And if I don't use them within the year, I'm obviously not going to restock my doula bag with this, but I've heard that it's very, very helpful. The next thing is some dental flossers. So I'm just gonna go right into my next thing is the bag that I have with, like, it's so packed. I have this with some items for me, some items for the mother, and let's see, let's just go right into the bottom part of that. The bottom part of that, there's so much stuff in here, but I'm just gonna show you, I'll show you all of it. So I have some moist wipes. I think I got at Dollar Tree. I have my contact solution, my contacts. I have deodorant. I also have the Colgate Wisp. So again, you know, maybe you're not able to, you're at a long birth, you're able to brush your teeth and use the floss sticks. So I also have the facial toner. So this is a facial toner that I make, and it's from my last collection. It's Lavender Vanilla Sage. It's a facial toner that I made and I personally use, but I also sell. Now, the reason why it's in this bag is because, like I said, I personally use it. So I will want a quick pick-me-up while I'm in the room, or maybe I want to help the mother and give her a quick pick-me-up, whatever. I just think, you know, it's good to have the product that you make on hand in this situation, especially since it's something that's helpful. I also have tissues, and I have tension headache medicine for myself, but I also have a little energy shot. And if a mother doesn't want honey sticks, I also have some lollipops. I have several in this bag. There's mints, gum, hand sanitizer, and then I also have some alcohol pads, band-aids, and antibacterial ointment. And the last thing in the bottom part of this bag is some hair ties for myself or anyone that needs them. Now, the next thing is, oh, my cup, menstrual cup. Again, you may be at a birth for several hours, and if you are on your period or you just start your period, whatever you use, tampons, pads, whatever, you need to have some on hand. I also have gloves, several gloves that I bought on Amazon. I'll put that link in the description below, and that's because I didn't want to have the same ones that hospitals have. I wanted them to be distinctly different, because I want to protect my hands, but also I don't want them thinking that I'm using their stuff. I don't know, it's just weird about, I don't know, it's just a decision that I decided, like, I need some gloves. And I think I saw another video with somebody that had gloves. So I also have a pair of socks, brand new, for the mom. You can get those at, you know, wherever, Dollar Tree, Walmart, wherever. You don't have to have them. It's just an item that, like I said, if a mother leaves something out of her bag, I want to just be extra prepared. And the next thing in this bag is the LED lights. I got these on Amazon, a set of 12. They flicker. You can't really see that because I'm in the light already. Yeah, no, that does nothing. You can kind of see that it flickers. So yeah, I got these on Amazon. That link will be in the description below. And the last thing that I'm going to show you today is my essential oils. Now, I got this bag on Amazon, and it has a set of, well, space for 24 essential oils. Now, I think I bought a 16, yeah, I think I bought a 16 set essential oil set from Amazon, but the bag I bought was 24 because I wanted there to be space to add more. So you can see I add my essential oils in there, whatever the mother's favorite is, maybe orange if they like citrus, lemon, lavender, eucalyptus, you know, whatever you think. You can get like a little small set. I would say, like, there's a lot of blogs, and you can go on Pinterest and see like what the top 5 or 6 essential oils are and just get those. Essential oils can be expensive. Again, I got a set of 16, and then I also got a case of 20, like the case that's for 24. So you know, whatever works for you. But yeah, so that's everything in my doula bag. I will do a quick overview, show you overhead video, overhead picture probably, of everything that I have in the bag. If you have any questions about what's in my doula bag, feel free to drop those questions down below in the comments. Like I said, everything that I didn't get from Dollar Tree and things that I got on Amazon, I will put the link for down below in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching.